Hey, this is Allie Edwards, and in this video I'm going to introduce you to our newest scrapbook kit, our newest quarterly scrapbook kit, which is rainbows. All right, we are super excited to be back with our quarterly scrapbook kit this year. Last year was the first time that we tried a kit like this that comes out quarterly that includes 12 by 12 papers in addition to 6 by 8 papers that are sized outside of the page protector. We had so much fun with these kits last year. We're excited to do it again, and so I want to introduce you to the things that are included with this time. So let's start off with the embellishments. First, this kit has two large 4 by 4 pocket cards. These are really fun because they can go inside of a pocket. They are great for building a page around them. You could probably slip something inside of here too if you wanted to play around with that way, but it's awesome that you could have journaling on the inside. One has the gold foil rainbow, and then this one has the best on it. Both of them have kind of a watercolor pattern around the outside edges. Then we have a set of canvas words. Canvas words have become one of my favorite things here. Blue skies ahead. Here we go. Yes, yes, yes. Totally awesome. Simple joys. Check this out. And then staying positive. And then we have a set of the wood veneer rainbows. These all have a little bit of white on them. I think that would be super fun to stamp on there. Stamp a sentiment on it, maybe color them in. That might be really fun. Now, we also have a set of vellum circles, and they're all different kinds of things. Let's move this out so we can see a little bit closer. So this one has just dots on it. This one has gold foil today, so one of our messy circles. This is like a watercolor one. Here we've got one with a rainbow pattern that has a couple little gold foil rainbows on it. We've got the purple and the blue, like a darker blue, and then a larger currently one and a larger one that has a pattern that you're going to see in the pattern papers. I think those are going to be really fun to build projects around those, especially if you're like me and you like using circles as one of the main elements in your documenting or one of the main kind of design elements. The other thing that we have in this kit, which I think could be one of my favorite things that we've ever done, and hat tip to Katie on my team. This was actually her idea to try this. What these are, they are plastic pieces. They have gold foil on them, and they come together to build a rainbow with sentiment. So this one says, when beauty is seen through the windows of the soul, rainbows appear and everything is magical and feels simply divine. Then we've got just an orange one here, so you can layer these together. You could also use these as a template if you wanted to add other things on there. This one says everyday adventures, little moments, today is the day, good stuff. And then there's a pink one that's blank. And then there's one other one that says, love this, remember currently around here in real life, like that. I don't know what it looks like actually on the video. I won't know until I sit down and look at it, but it's one of my favorite things. Looks really cool in real life. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the pattern papers that are included with this quarterly kit. First up, we have a watercolor page. Again, remembering that these are sized outside of the page protector, which means, or the way that I like to use them is I use a 6-hole punch. This is one that I get off Amazon, and I punch holes. I'm not going to actually punch them, but I punch holes along the edge, and then this can go directly into my album. So just like you may have seen with how I'm doing papers in the story kits now, these are kind of similar in terms of I like to do a mix of some that are just patterns and some that are ripe for storytelling, right? These shapes, this page foundation just begs for some photos added right on top and some journaling added right on top. So there's one of the pages. Here is a pattern paper. Again, these are just single-sided. When we first started last year, we had them double-sided, and we were able to make that change partway through the year. We've got a fun watercolor there with some like teardrops on top. This is one of my favorites. I actually have this hanging in my office. It says, bring on the stories, capturing daily life, kindness for the win, remember and reflect and grow, document your story, it matters, practice gratitude, create and discover, say yes. Obviously, this is something that you can hang in your craft area, or it's something that can be paired with a photo to tell a specific story. Then we've got some fun, just handwritten rainbow pattern there. I also really love this one. I'm excited to see how people use this one if they do a half circle photo. You know, which way do they do it? Do they cut it in half? Like lots of different ways that you could build a page around that. And then some nice simple stripes, simple rainbow stripes, and then the watercolor background there with the light colored rainbows on top. Super fun patterns. And then let's take a look at the 12 by 12 pattern papers. Some of these are definitely in my list of favorites too, like this one right here. I totally love how this turned out. So it's got the watercolor rainbows in the background with the black and white polka dot on top. This one has huge journaling on it. It says, when beauty is seen through the windows of the soul, rainbows appear and everything is magical. It feels simply divine. So this is a paper that you can cut up. You can use it as it is in that big size. You can build on top of it, lots of different options. We've got a part of a rainbow there, a fun grid-based rainbow pattern. We've got another one with some of those watercolor circles. Again, this is something too where if you don't scrapbook 12 by 12, or if you're not interested in using 12 by 12 pages, you can absolutely cut each one of these out, right? Just like as we cut embellishments out of journal cards or cut pieces out of journal cards, you can do that out of the big paper as well to cut it down for a size that might make sense for you. And then the last one we have is a grid of squares there, rainbow grid of squares. So super fun. Loved how this turned out. For more information on the quarterly subscription, you can read on my blog post today to get more details on that. This is an auto ship subscription. So when you subscribe to this first kit, then you are opting in to receive the other 4 for the rest of this year. If we have any left over after we have shipped the kits to subscribers, then when the next kit comes out, we put this in the shop. And so then it is available. The price increases a little bit for non-subscription. And it's also based on whether or not we have any left over. So those are just a few bits of information on that. You can get other details, like I said, in the blog post. But I'm super excited to tell stories with this kit alongside of you.